Hello, everybody, and this is a long-awaited request. Uh, I'm doing a tutorial for newer users of the bot. So this tutorial will cover starting out, and then I'll make other ones like I do in-depth trading and stuff like that. And yeah, that's basically what these tutorials are going to cover. So this first one is going to teach you the basics of how to use the bot. So you know how to do it easier. I don't know because we've had a lot of people that say they don't know how to start. So here we go. So when you invite the bot to your server, you're gonna want to set it all up and everything. And if you don't see the slash commands menu, you're gonna want to go to top GG. That's a website for whatever for bots, and you're gonna want to invite it with that new link on the listing or whatever. And if that doesn't work, you can join our support server, and I can give you the new link. And yeah, so that's basically how you invite the bot. Obviously, just press add to server, and then there you go. So first, to start off, obviously we're gonna do slash start, and it's gonna say if we've started our journey, and it's gonna basically guide you through the whole bot with a tutorial, and you can join our community server right there, of course. So when it tells you, you're going to want to type in slash dealer to look at all the cars that you can buy. So of course you can only afford the D class for now. So you're going to want to pick one of these cars, and if you want recommendations, don't start with the Miata if you want to. I mean, because Miata is like hard mode basically. It's the worst starter car. I mean, if you want to, be my guest, but but you're gonna only be able to win races against other Miatas. So. So I'm going to choose the MR2. So I'm gonna do slash buy, and I'm gonna type in 1991 Toyota MR2. So I'm gonna want to put in the whole name of the vehicle right there that I want. And it is not cap sensitive, so you don't have to worry about that. But it is going to want the year and the brand and everything like that. So we're going to buy that, and it's going to say that we have bought it, of course. And it's going to say the price of it and our new balance that we have for cash. And this ID here. Now this is what confused a lot of people. So usually on other bots, their items have IDs, such as like Dang Memer, it's going to have a what's an example? I don't know, but basically it's a shorter version of the car name, so you can see, here we go. It explains it right here. So instead of typing the full car name when you're going to race and upgrade it, you're just going to type 1991 MR2 to make it much easier. And you can also manage your IDs with this, of course, slash IDs, and you can deselect it and then select it to a new ID. So I'm going to deselect it real quick, and then I'm going to select it again. I'm going to type 1991 Toyota MR2, and I'm going to select it to 1. And now we can type 1 instead of 1991 Toyota MR2. So we're going to do what this says right here. We're going to bot race. So bot races are basically you're going to be your main way to earn money until you get a better car, and you can earn more ways to get money. So we're going to put in the car, so it's going to be our ID that we just set. Or if you didn't set an ID, you can still put 1991 MR2, for example. And we're going to just press enter, and we're going to watch it be in progress. And then we've got a bonus. There we go. And we're going to wait for it to play out. And we won. Great. So it's going to give you, after you complete the race, it's going to give you your earnings, of course, and it's going to give you a tier 1 intake. It's going to be your first upgrade that you can use for your car. So we're going to do upgrade, we're going to do intake 1, because it's our ID. We're going to do tier 1 intake, and it's going to upgrade our intake. So there we go. And that's how the tutorial finishes, but I'm going to go into more details on stuff. So this drift rating right here, you can ignore that because that's, later game stuff. Drifting is later game stuff. But yeah, so now you have new stats. Your speed is now 136, and of course, and yeah, it's going to show all of these stats. So if we want to look at our car now, we're going to do stats, car ID. Now for other cars, like in parts, you can do car part. Like let's say I want to view the stats of a tier 1 intake, I can do that. And if I want to view the default stats of my car, I can do that, and it's going to fetch the default stats. So like stock, stock cars. And then I can do stats, car ID 1, so I can view the stats of my car. Now with all of my upgrades and everything on it. So here we go. So I can look at my stats right here, see, as this is 136 instead, see? And it's also in miles per hour and kilometers per hour to make it even more universal for everybody. And our off-road rating is 0, that you don't have to worry about that. Drift, 0 of course. Range, that's for electric vehicles, so you don't have to worry about that either. And this is your license plate that you can change. And this is your resale value of your car. So my car is worth $700. So next we're going to want to look at our balance and see how much money we have. So we have $300. That's not a lot, but we can earn a bunch more money. And so I'm going to go over the balance page real quick. So the bank is how much we have in our bank account right now. And our bank account is going to be used for bet racing. So we're going to bet like $10,000, and if we win that race, we get $10,000. But if we lose, we lose it. Basic, like that. And gold is a purchasable currency just to support the developers, of course. And race points will be used for crews. So if you want to create a crew, you just crew other. You can do join, or you can create your own. And then we have wheel spins. So if we want to get a wheel spin, then we can vote for the bot. For example, vote on Top GG and get a free wheel spin, and that'll give us either cash, a car, etc. Or like a part or whatever. Super wheel spins. Those are just wheel spins, but better, as obviously because it's super. Barn maps. You're gonna be able to find restorable cars like classics, like for example a old Mustang, and you can restore it. And then keys. Those are for imports, so we can view the imports right here. And once we get enough keys, we can open one of these crates and get an exclusive car that we can only find in these crates, obviously. And then notoriety is going to be used for the season. So every season there's going to be a new type of theme. So it's summer right now, so it's drifting. And it's going to have all these rewards that you can redeem. So like if you get... And so drifting is going to give you notoriety for this time because it's the summer. Each season you will be able to see on events. So I don't know why it says spring, but whatever. So yeah, it's gonna tell you how to get notoriety and everything like that. And then you're gonna redeem the rewards, of course, and that's about it for the season. So now, where was I with the other stuff? So we can look at our parts now. So let's look at our MR2, and let's view the parts. So we have a stock exhaust, of course, and here's our intake, tier 1 intake, and I think I'm going to do another race. And obviously, if you ever need help, just do /help, and you can find all the commands right here. There's even a little helpful section for beginners. See right here. You can claim daily cash. You can view your garage. Now I don't have any parts right now, but I can view my parts with this, of course. And then we're gonna view the race types. So this bot has a lot of different races, whatever, like race types. So we can look at all the races, and there's PvP, time trial. So we're gonna test that right now. It's gonna basically put our car against the clock, so we can see how long it takes to complete the track. Now while that's completing, we're going to look at all the other ones. So drift, we can worry about that in another tutorial. And rally, we can worry about that in another tutorial as well. Quarter mile is unlocked at Prestige 1, so you don't have to worry about that right now. That's where you're going to get all your keys from. And then half mile is basically quarter mile, but longer, obviously. There's going to be better rewards, but it's also going to have a different cooldown. So if you do, I think it's 1 minute right now. And then squad race against squads and then take their cars. And wanted, pink slips, all that. So you can view the race types with this, with the little drop down. So I'm going to look at bot race, because that's going to be our main little race that we're going to... Okay, well, hold on. Let me do it again. Alright, let's see. So it's going to show you the rewards you get. So tier 1 gives you $100 per race that you win. I don't know why it says ticket, but whatever. Then tier 2, $300. And then, yep, it's going to, and you get barn maps at tier 5 and above. So we're going to do another bot race right now, because I'm going to try to grind. And I'm going to show you. So obviously we win this one because we have more speed than them and the same amount of acceleration, So that's an easy win for us. And there we go. So now we can look at our balance again. And we have $750 because we got our daily amount, and we can do weekly as well. So we can also get more cash. So now we can look at the parts store. We can see if we can afford any parts. So let's look at the exhausts. Okay, that's too expensive. Tires, too expensive. Let's see if we can afford anything. We can do the extras. Nope. Okay, so it seems like we can't afford anything. So that's okay. Now if we look at the dealer as well, we can look at all the cars that we have to offer on the bot. So there's D-Class page 2, there's C-Class cars. So look at all these cars you can pick. And of course, there's supercars. So there's, S-Class, like that. And EV cars, so electric vehicles. And then we have police cars, and there's this whole section for newer cars, like new releases. So, yeah. That is basically the basic usage of the bot for beginners. I hope this tutorial helped. And if you have any questions, feel free to join the community server right here. We have a lovely community that's willing to help with you, help you with anything, So, yeah. Sorry if I'm bad at explaining stuff, but I hope this tutorial helped you. If you have any questions, make sure to comment or join the support server, of course, like I just said. And I will make more tutorials for other commands like in-depth drifting, trading, etc. And I'll upload them later. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.